Alrighty, testing. Looks like everything is running. We have mic is on, chat is running. Alright, welcome everyone. Once again, I am tired like I was last week, so fun times. I always start off so tired, it's so funny. But thank you guys all so much for watching. For those people that are tuning in and just seeing at the very beginning, I just want to thank you guys once again for being a part of the channel. For those people who do follow us, I would be remiss without giving you guys kind of a notice, but we are doing a giveaway currently. Oh no, hold on one second, pause. Reset. Stop. Start. There we go. We are currently doing a giveaway. For those people that don't know, all you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel and then leave a like and comment down below on our videos that we post every single week on our YouTube channel. So pretty simple. We have 3 main videos that we kind of post. So all you have to do is basically just comment down below on any one of those, which will allow you to get entered in. Since there are up to 3 videos, you actually allow yourself to get 3 opportunities. So you can actually have multiple entries that allow for more opportunities, and we're giving away 6 packs to 2 people at Fusion Strike. So hi, my name is Timmy. I'm here for the blue turtle. What's up, Travis? Welcome back. Wait, why did it not click up? Oh wait, I need to do that. How we doing? Hey, Coco, what's up? Boys are already in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys as always. But yeah, no, it was so funny. I like turtles. What was I gonna say? Travis, it was so funny. I was watching we already kind of talked about this, and Koga, I don't know if you follow Rudy or Alpha Investments, but we were watching an Alpha Investments video where he posted saying the Pokemon market was gonna crash, or the Pokemon market bear market is here, and I was like, oh, that's perfect timing, because I literally been talking about that for the past 2 weeks. So having Rudy kind of coincide with a lot of what I personally believe, I'm like, nice. And one guy like made a comment basically just going off on Rudy, like calling him like a bunch of things, and basically like threw a tantrum in the chat. And then literally like I saw Travis just in the comment section responding to him. I was like, yo, that's Travis. That's so funny. I was like, he watched the video too. But yeah, Koga, I don't know if you've actually watched it, but if you like my content, Koga, I recommend actually watching Rudy's most recent video sometime, because it's very informative. And honestly, I mean, to be fair, a lot of what he says is him kind of like reiterating a lot of the things I already say on the channel, but he's also very very knowledgeable. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. I always forget it's Thanksgiving sometimes. I guess it's just early. Yeah, it was, dude, it was literally like his most recent video was super close to mine. Like super close. Because one of the things I obviously was talking about is looking at like the past and like predicting the future and how this is going to happen. And literally that's exactly what he talked about, is this is exactly like 2018. And I'm like, bro, the fact that he's like reaffirming that too makes me so hyped. And he's 100% right. Like when he was talking about, would you much rather have like 1,000 booster boxes sell at 15 versus like 100 and sell it for like only 50 margin? Like he's right. You might say to yourself like, oh, the margins are better, but the overall amounts, since you're not limited, like is a lot better. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you both and anyone else that is a part of the channel. Yeah, just a little bit of a morning stream in this Thanksgiving day. And then I'm actually going to be doing a post as well later I'm gonna be selling some break packs and some booster boxes for sale up on the website for Black Friday. So we're gonna be doing a Black Friday special actually, so that'll be exciting. But I will be making a post about that later. So for now, wait, did I? Okay, oh no, don't know what that does. Okay, cool. We're at 204, if I'm correct. Yeah. Just a bunch of sadness so far, but... Have you guys seen the revealed Charizard? Yes, I did see that. That looks super cool. And it's interesting, too, because obviously I was telling a lot of people... I was telling a lot of people about, you know, potentially this, you know, being a next Shiny Vault set. And it isn't looking like that so far. I feel like they're probably still going to have one this year, regardless of what they do with VMAX Climax. But I am curious because literally not that long ago, I think I had mentioned it before, that they came out with a video basically saying that, there was going to be, or not a video, sorry, PokeBeach came out with a post saying that there was going to be Shinies, and so I'm just like, they haven't revealed the Shinies yet, and I'm curious about what's up with that. Because PokeBeach is a very, like, trusting source of information when it comes to, like, knowing things about Pokemon. And so that's where it was really confusing for me. So I'm definitely interested to see what's going to happen with that. But the artwork looks amazing, for sure. So I know, like, that set's going to be worth so much money on pre-order. So obviously the market is, like, taking a dive right now. But I think the pre-order pricing right now for this set is still going to be pretty insane. So I would stick around for those people that are wanting to get good prices. Just don't do pre-orders on opening week. But I think already too, I think if you go to TCG Player, you can actually already do pre-orders for for the set, if I am correct. I can take a look, and I can just do a search. But if I go to best selling, I remember it being under actually the best selling list. I could be wrong, but I did remember seeing it. I'm not seeing it for some reason. I'm looking at the list. I literally could have sworn I saw it too. I remember, I think I saw it actually going for 170, which obviously it's the initial release. So it could be going for more, could be going for less, but yeah, no, dude, it's gonna be insane for sure. So, we'll see. Why am I not? It's called Brilliant Star, right? That's the name of the set. Brilliant Star. Yes. Okay, so it's reselling. Pre-orders are for 170 pre-sale. Wait, 80 bucks pre-orders on eBay, Koga? But for what? For the booster boxes? Really? That doesn't sound right. If they are, that's crazy. Here we go. Let's take a look. Brilliant Star booster boxes. Oh no, Koga. That's for oh, for VMAX Climax. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I'm looking at pre-orders right now on eBay, and they're going for about 159, 155. The Elite Trainer boxes. Yo, I'm just saying, the artwork for the Elite Trainer box, it looks so clean. I absolutely love the artwork. It's so nice. It looks absolutely beautiful. I think it's so cool. Also, one thing I do want to comment, first off, obviously, I appreciate you, Travis and Koga, being here. But boys, we are currently at, I know, obviously, still a small channel, but still very exciting. We're currently at 324 subscribers. So we gained another 30 literally within the past week. So shout out to you guys. And one of my most viewed videos is at 64 likes with 2,466 views. And then I'm pushing, 2 of my videos are pushing actually 1,000 views right now. So I can't thank you guys enough once again for the support. Yeah, not brilliant. Not brilliant. No, not brilliant. Is that, yeah, is that what I called it? Yeah, brilliant star. Yeah, not brilliant star. The Pokemon Center exclusive ETB is amazing. I haven't seen that. I've just seen the regular, which looks beautiful. Yeah, the regular one looks amazing. Yeah, I think they've done a really good job going in the right direction when it comes to the overall, like, design of the full art cards for sure. I mean, I think this is going to be a huge set just based off of what we've seen so far. In terms of, like, hype, I'll be interested to see pretty soon here what it's going to entail, like, more. But we'll see, especially, like I said, we still have the Shiny Rayquaza and Shiny Mew and Duraludon to be revealed, so I will definitely be interested to see what that's going to look like. But yeah, I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. Alright, right here, let's get a freaking shiny boy, everyone. That is not a shiny boy. That is a sad boy. That is not what I was going for. What the frick? Just big sad. Continues. Definitely hoping. But yeah, no, guys. I mean, the channel growth has been absolutely explosive. And I can't thank you guys enough. Like, the video I posted yesterday, it's been 24 hours now, 340 views. Video I posted the second has 661. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that pushed 1,000. I have another video at 924. That's going to push 1,000. And I mean, my like count too, guys. Like, holy crap. Like, 50s and 60s almost every single video. Like, I can't even. Like, thank you guys so much. One thing I'm expecting maybe is the next 2 years is an alternate art Charizard. Will probably be $600-700 depending on the state of the hobby when it comes out. I mean, honestly, they're graded. It's possible, especially that. Because I think Hidden Fates got all the way up to 600 at one point, so for the Charizard. So I definitely concur with you on the fact that we could totally see that happening. Yeah, definitely wouldn't put it past. Now the question is, you said within the next year or two. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely possible. Of course. I almost just wonder too, because we've obviously seen so much kind of like pitfall in the past, like, you know, year in regards to products kind of taking a back seat, whether it be Wizards of the Coast or just Sealed Modern. So I'll be interested to see kind of where the prices are gonna be for demand, because here's like, sorry guys, sorry for yawning so much. Here's one thing a lot of people don't understand. When Evolving Skies, prior to the reprint back in like 2016, 2017, it was pushing $300. So like, it's still very possible for boxes to still go up exponentially in value, even though the market is going down over the rest of the way. Like, because, you know, there is that still scarcity long term. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. And I remember, too, this was before everything was really popping off with, like, Pokemon. Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes were going for several $100s. So, like, it's honestly insane to see, like, how things can kind of change so much. So, I definitely, like, think you could be 100% right in the regards to the card. You just gotta wonder if the card's worth that much. The set it's in is gonna have to be a pretty special set, all things considered. I mean, I would be absolutely stunned if that card was in a set where it was very low demand, because I mean, the Charizard obviously in Hidden Fates was also partnered up with the overall hype of the fact of the matter of how good Shining Fates as a set was, or Hidden Fates as a set was. So it definitely would make sense for it to also cost a decent amount when it comes to the per pack purchases. But yeah, no, I don't know, guys. It's interesting times, as we're obviously aware. So one thing I do actually kind of want to talk about with you guys is, once again, obviously, I was kind of discussing about the video that I had seen with, that I had watched with Rudy yesterday. And one thing I think that will be interesting, if he is if he is right, especially considering the deja vu, is with me personally getting, I would be lying if I said I haven't gotten a lot of product locked up on me. So I'd be interested to see if he's 100% right on that, those people that aren't going to take that product just absolutely failing, and then more product showing up. If that's true and my allocations actually increase over the next set, that's going to be an absolute game changer for me. I would absolutely be stunned if, well, I shouldn't say I'd be stunned necessarily, but I'd be stoked if that were to happen. If they'd be like, we're going to increase your allocation size. That would be sweet. If that doesn't happen, then I will be big sad. But it's entirely possible. So we'll definitely see. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what that's going to look like, but that'll obviously be good for the business. Especially if I would be able to order to demand at that point. But yeah, I mean, while I have you guys, is there any kind of topic you guys want to discuss, Koga or Travis, in regards to Pokemon in general, or just the Pokemon market and everything that's been going on? I'm trying to see. I want to make sure everything's running smooth. Alright, still looking for that shiny turtle. Still no luck. But I mean, yeah, we're going into interesting times in the market, to say the least. So I'm excited as well. So I'm just ready to get my pre-orders. But it's gonna be a while, so the fact of the matter that people are already putting up pre-orders is kind of crazy to me. Actually, I just realized one of my distributors actually told me I needed to put up pre-orders for the set itself. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that and check out the date. You have I have company over now. Hey, well, have a wonderful rest of your day, Koga, and happy Thanksgiving for you, brother. I appreciate you as always stopping by. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, as far as it goes with Brilliant Star, yeah. Yeah, I'll be interested to see kind of what my distributor does with everything. Why does it not let me look up? Easy money right here, folks. 213. Let's just get some. Let's just get a little lucky right here, guys. Easy money, live on stream. We got a couple viewers. I would appreciate if we get that shiny Turtwig. And I'm sad still. I mean, to be fair, it's only 213, but I've gotten it faster. I've also gotten it later. It's big sad. This is purely my opinion, speculation, but I don't think the market trend is trending down as much as people think. Seems like we just got hit with a mega ton of product at once. What are your thoughts on Pokemon bear market? You think we can accumulate for a year or two, and it could be all where it's getting wild? I mean, here's the deal, and this will answer both your guys' questions too. First off, Gage, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you checking in. I mean, as far as it goes, here's my personal opinion. Although, yes, Travis, I agree that we got hit with a massive wave of reprints. But if you remember my video that I posted in regards to leverage, it caused a lot of businesses, in my personal opinion, and we could see the ramifications of that now. We could see it a little bit more later, but it caused a lot of businesses to default on their overall debt. And so for that reason, you're going to see a lot of products shore up, but you're going to see a lot of businesses fail, tackled in with a lot of the demand going down and a lot of just panic that's being driven in this market. And so with that being said, naturally that's going to cause less and less people to get interested in the market and more people to panic sell, which will naturally drive down the market because it is an emotional tendency. So as far as it goes, I mean, I definitely think that this bear market is just getting started. Obviously, we've seen a huge retrace in WotC. We've seen a huge retrace in the most recent modern. And am I saying that, you know, every single new set that's going to come out is going to, you know, absolutely be worth crap? Of course not. Like, you see the pre-order prices right now for Brilliant Star. I still think those sets are going to be, you know, very hyped up for the overall pre-order prices. But what I am saying is that I think that as time goes on, those pre-order prices will begin to come down, and you will start to see as well a shift in regards to what's going to happen with the overall product showing up. So I do think that to answer your question, Gage, as well as like, talking about it, Travis, I do think we're going to kind of hit that bear market. I definitely could see, I think 1 year is definitely most realistic. It's possible, Gage, that we could hit 2 years. It's not 100%, but considering if we are to do an exact repeat of what happened in 2016, 2017, we had a bear market from 2018 to 2019. Obviously, catalyst occurred with the overall pandemic. Who knows if that played a huge factor into whether or not it actually would have gotten out of a bear market in 2020, one way or another. Obviously, it played a factor into the boom, but the question is how much. Like, was it already going to happen regardless? You know what I mean? And did it just attribute to it, or was it the driving factor? So that's kind of the real question. I guess my question is, when you ask the question though, Gage, as in low prices for products and falling singles. Oh yeah, falling singles, dude. Falling singles have already started happening. I mean, go back and look at like Shining Fate singles. Shining Fate singles, I remember when it first came out for like, I mean, here like the Shiny Vault, for example, the Charizard, when it first came out, was pushing like 400 or 500. You can now find it for under 100, which is crazy cheap. Like, that is crazy cheap. And then on top of that as well, like the Suicune was going for like 70. It's now $14. Like, the prices on the Shining Fate singles is crazy. I remember when some people were saying, man, once I can get them under $5, like, then I'm gonna be like pretty stoked. I literally can get almost every single card under $5 and more than half of them under $2 to $3. I mean, even the full arts, like the Lapras VMAX was going for like 40, 50 bucks, and it's now going for $5. Like, that's crazy, Gage. So overall, I think that you're definitely seeing that kind of card prices go down in the overall singles. So, but I don't know if you have like kind of a counter argument to what I said, Travis, or if you disagree, agree, or just have an, you know, opinion to add on to that, like, please let me know. And then I as well, Gage, of course, if you want to add on to what I'm saying, or if you have another question, let me know. Because of course I really like your opinion. But yeah, no, man, I think, like I said, like, people don't understand that it's not just the fact of the matter that, oh, look at reprints, like people are panic selling. It's also coupled in with that leverage that causes businesses to default. Because if you remember watching the video, Travis, he was saying for those businesses that were like, oh, I'm not going to like take your product, and they just left it with their distributor, bye-bye. Like, you're not going to get any more product from your distributor. You burn that bridge. You know, that was the end. You know what I mean? And so as far as it goes, that's kind of the mentality that I have with a lot of people getting into this market, and a lot of people that are currently, you know, that are currently leaving the market now, because they're not going to be doing that anymore. They already said goodbye as far as it goes, considering the fact that they weren't able to take product on the reprints. So just kind of my personal opinion overall. Obviously, take everything I say with a grain of salt, but when you just say any vintage sets will come down, trying to accumulate Neo and EX era stuff, definitely gonna hit hidden in Shining Fate singles. Though, I mean, as far as it goes, one thing I always say is the sets that are like rarer in population report, I would say that those are, you're here for the long haul. Been playing Amon since elementary school. Nice, dude. Yeah, I've been playing since I was a little kid too. But yeah, dude, long haul mentality is definitely the mentality to have. But no, as far as it goes, I would say that the overall, you know, vintage market, I mean, it depends how vintage we're talking. If we're looking at sets that were very underprinted, of course I think they'll go down, because when demand goes down, then overall, you know, product prices in general will go down, because there's, you know, less buyers. But at the same time, product that's already scarce as it is will hold a lot stronger, if that makes sense, right? So the cards that are overinflated in value and they have a high population report and they just have a high demand keeping up with it, when that demand goes down, they're going to get hit the hardest, right? I mean, you've seen that a lot with a lot of the WotC. Like, a lot of the WotC booster boxes actually have already like crashed down in price by 50%, you know, 30 to 50%. So it's like you really start to see that kind of show up with a lot of WotC era boxes. You know, Neo, you've seen a little bit of a dive. EX, a tiny, I mean, honestly, like, not really much of a dive with either of those eras. I do think they will go down, but I think they're not going to go down as hard, just because the overall printage of like the Wizard of the Coast era stuff for like, I mean, yeah, I think that like Wizard of the Coast original era of the first editions, if that makes sense, you know, like, obviously you have your like jungle, you've got your base set, you've got your fossil. Like, these ones are the ones that obviously took the hardest hit, because there's actually a lot more of it out in existence than people realize. And not a lot more out of it, like there's like millions of boxes or hundreds of thousands, but like more out of like the fact that the boxes are not worth $50,000 yet. Obviously, you can make that argument for first edition being worth $50,000, but I think base set, it went from $50,000 and is now worth, like, I think I saw a private sale go for $14,000 the other day. So 14 or 17, I'm trying to remember. But either way, that's a really low price when you really think about it for a base set unlimited. especially for what it was selling for not that long ago. So just a couple things to kind of think about and consider in regards to looking at the overall demand. But yeah, I would love to hear your input on all this, Travis. Because I still think, man, I still think those over leveraged people that were trying to get into the hype are going to default, and I think that a lot of product is going to shore up, but also once again, a lot of businesses are going to go because of it. So because they screwed over their distributor, and that's just kind of the game that you play, as far as it goes. And obviously, you either got to learn to bite the bullet and be able to cover. Or you're gonna have to, you know, default one way or another, whether it be not taking the product or whether it be not paying off credit card debt, and it just depends on which direction you want to go. Either is shitty. Jeremy eats my Game Boy. Welcome to the channel, brother. What are the odds for getting shinies in this game? It is 1 in 4,096. Sadness. And we're at 219. So, and we've been going for our grand total, not today, but just overall of 6 hours and 36 minutes. Just because the reset time for getting a shiny is 1 minute and like 40-50 seconds. So it's kind of sad how long it takes. Good to hear your opinion. Would be cool to see updates during the bear market with your thoughts on when to collect older sets and sets in general. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Gage, if you follow my YouTube channel, it's so funny. Literally, Travis was watching one of my videos, and I was making predictions a long time ago, and a lot of them were coming to fruition, like crazy accurately. Like, and I wasn't even expecting that. Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, definitely need some of that shiny luck. But yeah, no. So definitely in the future, I'll be making videos, of course, saying like, oh, now is like not financial advice, but it looks like it's a good time here and there, and blah, blah, blah. This is what I'd be doing, like that kind of stuff. So definitely be looking out for those videos. No, you make a good point about Legwise. That's something just a collector investor like me wouldn't automatically consider, I guess. Basically agree with you and Rudy. I'm just saying a lot of people are acting like investing as totally nerf now. Oh yeah, well that's just the mentality in general though, dude. Like, here's the thing, Travis, about people, which you probably have figured out, whether it be from listening to me or just in general, from like indulging in like self-learning. People are always going to say investing is nerf. Like, think about it with like Bitcoin, for example. Back when Bitcoin was at $20,000 back in 2016, 2017, people were like, oh my god, it's at $20,000, it's too late, you can't make any money off of it, right? And then when it crashed all the way down to $3,000, they're like, Bitcoin's going to zero, can't invest in Bitcoin. And you're just like, okay, so are you never able to invest in Bitcoin when it was like, what's the perfect number, right? And now it obviously hit almost $70,000. And if you went and got in at $20,000, would you be saying the same exact thing right now? Because $20,000 is an amazing price point when you look at it at $70,000. Like, that's triple your money, guys. So it's like, you know, people are inherently emotional, and obviously they're always going to reflect their emotions when it comes to investing, especially in, you know, the market. And so that's kind of what's going to happen with Pokemon. People are going to look and say, and here's the thing, Travis, a lot of it is very just vocal people that aren't passionate about the hobby. That's kind of how it is. And so for that reason, they're going to be the most vocal, but they're also going to be the Timmies that don't understand anything. Like, they just don't know what they're talking about. And so they're going to say that when Pokemon crashes, the hype is, you know, died out. No one cares about Pokemon anymore. No need to invest. And then when the prices go all the way up to the moon, it's too expensive to buy Pokemon, invest in Pokemon. There's no good opportunities. Like, there's always going to be opportunities in the market, both like in a bear market and a bull market. You just have to be sensible and understanding these and very self-aware of the situation. Because a lot of Timmies will get really nervous and get really emotional, because this is such, I mean, markets in general are very emotionally driven, because everyone wants to, oh my god, I'm so excited, I see how all this money that's got the opportunity to be made, oh that's so cool, I want to make all this money. And then when it starts to go down, you're like, oh my god, I need to sell. Like, and it's funny too, like, as someone who's been doing this game for the longest time, like, yeah, I have my emotion, but I'm pretty numb, honestly, to both winning and losing. Like, I still get those like kicks every so often, like, nice, I did a good trade and I made good money, or nice, or you know, I sold a booster box for really good margins, and then of course I'll be like, I'm in a little bit of hot water. But it's like, ultimately at the end of the day, it's like, I've played this game since I was 17, and I just learn more and more as I get older. So it's like one of these things where it's like, I just know what I'm getting into, you know, and a lot of people don't. I feel like when it comes to, you know, just trading, investing in whatever that may look like, because people are just so tuned in with their emotions. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely engage. Going back to what you were saying, I mean, I'll definitely have my thoughts being given as far as it goes. Not really Pokemon relevant, but relevant if it plays out. What's your thoughts on the stock market and the economy in general right now? Lots of fear of the Great Depression. Yeah, I'll definitely give you my opinion on that. It's very hard to say because you've seen, and here's my personal opinion. I think potentially, and I could be wrong, I am not a financial advisor, and I am not a crystal ball user either, so I don't know the future. But here's my personal opinion. Crazy enough, I said back in 2016, 2017, I said that I wouldn't be surprised if the market got a pullback in 2020. I was right and wrong at the same time because I also didn't expect a pandemic. Now, with that being said, obviously we got a huge rebound after that, and we once again broke all-time highs. So I would consider myself to be more or less wrong in that alley. And so from, you know, back in 2020, although I got the opportunity to buy in cheap and sell high on a lot of things, my own personal opinion right now in the market is it really is going to come down, Gage, to governmental policy. And here's one of the things I like to tell people. When it comes to overall, you know, the economy in general, if you were to say, you know, one president is conservative and one person is, you know, a lot more liberal, right? And I'm talking about just, we'll say, from a political perspective, right? In my personal opinion, it means absolutely jack as far as it goes in terms of like the economy, if they're doing like foreign policy and kind of stuff, or just general policy, unless it's really huge macroeconomic policy, because most of the time it's just market sentiment is what drives it, the emotions, because once again, people are inherently emotional. So if you have like a gridlock kind of in the Senate, in the House, in, you know, in the White House as well, of overall things that could economically impact the market, then you will start to see, you know, prices go up. I mean, that's one of the reasons why, even though we're seeing record 6.2% inflation, which has absolutely destroyed a lot of people and the buying power of the dollar, you're still seeing the overall market in and of itself has been going up for the most part long term. However, with that being said, obviously they've talked about tapering, and they keep prolonging and pushing back that increase in housing rates. And so what's going to more or less happen, in my personal opinion, Gage, is we're going to see our first real market reaction of, you know, overall housing prices when it comes to, you know, what they're going to look like when the mortgage increases kick in. Because having as low of, you know, mortgage loans as we've gotten when it comes to overall percentage borrowed, and kind of what you're gonna owe on that interest is it's insane. We've never seen it as low as we have in history, and so when they do increase it, it's definitely going to be interesting to see the economic and market reaction. Do I think it will put us into a Great Depression? I think that's very extreme, especially if you look as well during the 70s. You know, you had some high economic inflation during the Carter administration, and obviously, you know, Carter got absolutely slaughtered by Reagan because of the fact of the matter that a lot of people were just unhappy in general at the current time because of such high inflation. But with that being said, what ended up happening prior is, you know, the market in and of itself took a hit and then recovered, but it was never considered a depression, more or less. I think that with that being said, I don't think depression is the right word. I definitely think downturn, retrieval. My biggest fear has nothing to do with a market crash, as it stands right now, especially considering the fact of the matter with the upcoming future. I mean, I'd be lying if I said a lot of these, you know, big spending isn't going to drive to hyperinflation to be exacerbated even more. That is definitely something that is a little bit scary. We'll kind of see what the market implications will be for that once again, because obviously the buying power of the dollar is not good. That hurts small businesses, which in turn, you know, hurts our realized GDP growth as a country. And of course, you know, we're seeing, you know, record high unemployment in the grand scheme of things as far as it goes, because the pandemic, and a lot of people are still mooching off the government from stimmy checks that they're still able to get. So it's like there's so many factors at play right now. I would be interested to see going, you know, forward in a year. I personally believe that we could see definitely a retrieval of the market going down, but not a complete crash. Now, if we were to see like you know, a spending bill go for about, you know, let's say a spending bill comes out for $4 trillion and another 2 trillion, 6 trillion within the span of a year or two, and then on top of that as well, you also see on top of that as well, you know, let's say the interest rates go up to like 4% for mortgages, which I highly doubt they would do that so quickly, and then just tapering aggressively. If that were to happen, then you could maybe make an argument for a huge, like, not maybe Great Depression. It's possible. I doubt it. But a huge, you know, like increase in just the overall amount of decline in the market. But as far as it goes, from what it sounds like, 2022 is right around the corner. Obviously, midterms are going to play a factor into it because, like I said, the market loves gridlock. And as it stands right now, obviously the Democrats have the House, more or less the Senate, and they obviously have the presidency. So they pretty much have the majority of the power. Obviously, you've got people like Manchin that have kind of held things up in the Senate, but Biden has still gotten a lot of things done in the executive order. And there is a prediction that basically 2022 is going to potentially have the Democrats to lose the Senate and possibly the House as well. So if that were to happen, then that would cause more gridlock, which people like that. So from an economics perspective, gridlock is always a good thing. And that's in both terms, right? Like in the terms of like economic just, you know, what's the word? Like just people feeling safe, you know what I mean? And that could be in the terms of it being a conservative president and them having gridlock in the House and the Senate, or it could be a left-leaning president being in the and then, you know, conservatives being in the House and the Senate. Like you have to have that kind of gridlock a lot of the times. Obviously, certain policies will help out the economy from a macro perspective, but very rarely are we talking that. Mostly it's driven by market, just overall market market confidence and consumer confidence. Obviously with the overall economy kind of being shut down in a lot of states, I think specifically left-leaning states, if I'm correct, 21 so of the top 21 states that are currently have the highest rate of unemployment, a lot of them, I think only 5 of them are conservative states, 16 of them are left-leaning states with the highest unemployment rate, mainly, of course, because they're all shut down. So I think when you have states like California, New York, and other big left-leaning states starts to open up again, and they're such a huge part of our overall GDP growth, I think that'll be huge for the economy long term, because we need every single state's, you know, employment rates to go back higher so that we can start to once again continue to keep the economy rolling on forward. So I mean, obviously I didn't give you like a definitive answer, but you know, without saying it, I think downturn likely, but crash unlikely, especially considering the main thing that would cause a crash would be, you know, the collapse of, you know, the social welfare state, which that, in my personal opinion, is just going to keep being prolonged when a lot of people bail out. The overall bankrupt government stimulus programs. Should I buy Evolving Skies booster boxes now? First off, Cookie, welcome to the channel. I really appreciate the support of you stopping by. So to answer that question without answering that question, first off, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. However, I am always open and honest with you guys in regards to things and what I would do. So here's the deal, Cookie. As far as it goes, if I am currently correct, you can buy booster boxes for Evolving Skies near or around $100, whether it be below or above. I am currently buying booster boxes for $90. I know that Evolving Skies I bought for $86. And with that being said, if you say to yourself, Cookie Cabbage, okay, so if I'm going to buy to collect or if I'm going to buy to invest, either way, you should look at it the same exact way. You're saying to yourself, what's the cheapest you could possibly go buy an Evolving Skies booster box? In my personal opinion, 86 bucks. You know, you could see a flash sale, very unlikely, but more or less break-even profits for a lot of, or lost profits for a lot of retailers. Now, with that being said, considering the fact of the matter that it is such a hype set, and a lot of people still love it, and it still has a very strong value in the market, it turns me on to believe, wow, that sounded really weird. It turns me to believe that, in my personal opinion, if I were in the situation right now where I was looking to buy booster boxes, whether it be to open for fun or whether it be to keep sealed, I would say that Evolving Skies would be my go-to right now, and I think it has one of the best opportunities because in one of my recent videos that I posted talking about Cookie, I don't know if you follow the channel, but my most recent video, I talked about risk to reward and how a lot of people need to consider that when investing, especially as well in collecting. And if you say to yourself right now, the overall percentage gap between going from, you know, $100 a booster box to, let's say, $90 a booster box is about a 10% drop. Versus if you were to buy it like $150 and you're going to 90, you know, that's about a, it's a big drop. We'll just go with that. So with that being said, basically, in other words, your overall risk for downside, if you know, is very low. Not to mention the fact of the matter, if it does, so what? It went down a very small percentage. Oh, look, you could have gotten in at 90 instead of 100. That's not a big deal. 150 to 100 or 150 to 90 is a lot bigger of a drop. But right now, especially considering there is still that demand for Evolving Skies, I think it's personally, for me, I would see it as an amazing opportunity to get in, especially as booster box prices drive higher. I don't see there being much incentive for a lot of product to being thrown out, except for the ones that are very low demand, like Battle Styles compared to some of the other sets. My personal opinion. Yeah, no, Gage, cheapest I've seen right now, but don't go all in. I think, well, to be honest, Gage, I don't think you should ever go all in, period. I think the mentality should never be all in, full send. I think what you should do, Cookie, is think about it this way. If we are truly seeing, once again, that decline in the market, what I would do personally is I would put in, if you are an investor / buying, open for fun. I've seen the video. I saw the video. Appreciate the sharing. Okay, yeah, open for fun, dude. Oh, yeah. Then just, I would definitely, I mean, you could do one of two ways, Cookie. And this, once again, investing, collecting, looking at the same way. If you're going to invest and collect, you could buy it right now for $100. And you could easily say to yourself, I'm only going to put in 50% of my, hypothetical. If I have $1,000 and I spend 500 of that on booster boxes, right now, and then I say to myself, all right, I've spent 500 on booster boxes, and then you say to yourself, all right, I want to open more, but I want to see if I can get in cheaper. Well, you have the game to play with yourself. If it does go cheaper, great. You waited, you still have 500 bucks, you can get in cheaper. If you're saying to yourself, okay, I want to wait to get cheaper and it goes up, then you have to say to yourself, okay, is it worth it at this point to now go and buy to open? And if you think it is, because let's say the boxes go to like 120, 130, then you can say to yourself, yes, it is worth it. I still love the set. It's great. I want to keep opening it more. You've kind of taken that risk for holding off. Now, obviously, like I said, there's more upside than downside as far as it goes for Evolving Skies. So, you know, it is safer in the grand scheme of things to invest currently or open up more for collecting in the overall booster box prices that they're currently at. So, I mean, you got to obviously look at it from that perspective as well. But just making sure that you understand the risk to reward is very, you know, is very important. So am I saying that you should go all in and spend everything on Evolving Skies if you're trying to just spend all of what you have right now to open? Or am I saying to only go 50% in? I'm not saying one way or another. I'm just saying there's different strategies in which you can do it. And you just have to really look at the risk to reward. If the risk to reward is very good, then a lot of the times what I'll personally do is I'll just send it, because honestly, if there is downside to go, I have very little downside I have to deal with, and so absolutely holding on and doubling down on a position or you know, collecting, it's very easy for me to do that because I'm not gonna really have much downside. Hey, welcome back, Travis. Welcome back to the channel. What was I saying? Yeah, we were just talking about a couple of things. Gage had asked the question about the economy and if I thought it was gonna lead into a Great Depression. Long story short, I said downturn is likely, Great Depression unlikely. I think that market gridlock over the next year or two, with depending upon how the midterms go, will cause the market to do well, or at least not, you know, continuously go down. Obviously, you know, macroeconomic policies that could cause an even higher rate of inflation to drive up could potentially cause a large downturn. But as far as it goes, looking back at the 70s and 80s during the Carter administration, we had some record high on you know, rates of inflation. So I went, and to follow up that they had the golden 80s is what they like to call it during the Reagan administration. So it would not surprise me if you know, inflation obviously hurts, you know, a ton of people, specifically the middle and lower class. So they're going to be affected the most by it. But obviously, you know, we'll kind of see how that's really going to play effect, because it's not the end of the world. It's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's very bad. But it's not the end of the world, like everyone and, you know, the general just, you know, media likes it out to be. It's always the fear mongering on every side, just so that you can click on their content. Yeah, of course, Cookie. I mean, I appreciate to help you in any way I can. I mean, I love Evolving Skies. It's an amazing set. I just opened up some booster boxes of it recently. Oh, look, my face froze. Wonder why that happened. Stream's going good. Face just froze. Why did my face freeze? Sus. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna do a quick pause. Obviously my face cam froze, so I'm trying to see what I can do with that. I have absolutely no idea why the Epoch cam just went dark. I'm gonna remove it and re-add it. It's kind of weird that it just went out. Don't know why it went dark. Huh, why is my face weird as frick? My face is frozen for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having that technical difficulty where my face is frozen. That's kind of weird. Huh. What's going on, man? That's weird. Technical difficulties indeed. I'm sorry about that, guys. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, it looks like everything else is running fine. So the fact of the matter that the webcam is looking like absolute crap, I apologize for that. But I guess I'll answer your questions, hoping this will fix soon. But going back to it, Travis said, I bought a ton of Evolving Skies booster boxes at a bunch of different prices since the set release, but I did the math this morning and I am on average, I've paid about $115, so not bad. No, that's a great dollar cost average, Travis. Honestly, like, yeah, no, that's a solid dollar cost average for that set. 115 is very strong. And so, especially when you look at long term, maybe reconnect it. I just did that, Travis. I literally just unplugged it, plugged it back in, and also turned off, obviously, the Epoch Cam. I mean, I can go hide and unhide. That's not gonna do anything either. No. Maybe if I go custom resolution type. Yo, what the frick with that? Cancel! Cancel! No! Why did my face get so large? Oh god, no. That was not supposed to be a part of the plan. That messed everything up. Oh my goodness gracious. Why did my face get so big? Why? Why is it so... That is so sus. Why is my face like that? My face looks so dumb right now. Oh my god, that's crazy, Travis. I look like an absolute idiot. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I'm so sorry about all this technical difficulty work. Absolutely no clue what the heck's going on here. Why is my face so zoomed in too? Look how freaking close up my face is. Why is it doing that? Look at how dumb my face looks. I look like an absolute goober. We're gonna get rid of that for now. I'm so sorry about that, guys. We're just gonna keep on going. And I'll just keep answering your guys' questions and hoping that gets fixed. But that is absolutely weird as frick. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do here in regards to that. I have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna fix that. Because I tried doing an unplugging and plugging back in, but obviously we saw what just happened when we tried that, so oh, that's upsetting, especially if I get a shiny. Not saying I'm obviously gonna get it, but if I were to get a shiny, getting that reaction would have been really nice. What is going on? Maybe if I close and open up the software. Here, let me close the cam and then let me open it back up. I think it has to do with Wi-Fi, because the browser that I use, or the app that I use for my webcam, requires Wi-Fi. But that's not. It says connecting to your computer. Am I on Wi-Fi? It says I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm plugged in. Disable and re-enable. It's weird because I'm literally looking at it. Oh wait, I think I fixed it. Hold on 1 second. Somehow it said it got disabled. I could be wrong. This could have not fixed it, but hold on, let me take a look. Nope, that doesn't look like I did shit. Look at my freaking ugly ass face. Oh! You're saying disable and enable the properties in the window? Well, here's the thing that's weird is it says connecting to computer. When I go to the settings, if I change to Wi-Fi, does that do something? I am using currently this app called Epoch Cam. It allows you to connect your iPhone and use it as a face cam. That's actually one of the reasons why I got this iPhone, is because of the camera quality. It's the newest iPhone. That is weird. Why is it doing that? Maybe if I restart my phone, it'll fix something. But I almost wonder if it has to do with the phone. I'm gonna restart the phone. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart the phone. The app seems to be not working. I'm gonna go to general. I'm gonna clear the cache too. I'm gonna do that first actually. I'm gonna clear the cache of the app. Maybe that'll fix it. That's kind of, did you try lowering the resolution? I did try lowering the resolution, didn't work out. That's what caused me to, that's what caused my face to look so ugly. It froze like that when I tried changing the resolution. I'm trying to see why it's doing this. Here, I'm gonna reset my phone to start. So I'm gonna shut down the phone and I'm gonna power it off. And if the power off doesn't work, then from there we'll transfer into or transition into trying clearing cache, which I haven't figured out yet. All right, so I just turned it off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it on. But yeah, Travis, the issue is the file that I'm running with the Epoch Cam, for some odd reason, it just stopped working. Like the connection went south, and it makes zero sense as to why. So I just turned it off, and I just turned it back on. Now if I go to Epoch Cam, it should tell me that I'm connected. Okay, I'm connected now. It says I am now connected. So that means this should work in theory. Or not, because this is dumb as frick. I'm looking right here and it's saying that it's not. Even if I add a new source. Did I? No, dude, what just happened? It just said it was connected for a second. Go into Task Manager, click More Details, and then right-click Epoch Cam Services and collect Restart. Doesn't give me the option to do that. Here, I'll do this. I'll put the shiny hunting on pause, and I guess sadly. Maybe if you're talking about the computer. That is confusing as heck. I mean, I think I need to clear the cache of the app. So if I go to Epoch Cam, it doesn't even give me the option. So it looks like I need to go to General, and then I need to go to iPhone Storage. And then I need to go to and this should work and do the trick. Here we go. Says it is connected, but then also it's saying why is this so confusing? Why is this happening? Bro, even OBS is acting kind of weird. OBS is kind of like frozen. I don't know what to do. It's not letting me control anything. I almost wonder if it's the issue is OBS and not the camera. But it says I'm not connecting to my computer, which is weird. Task Manager, my computer, then go into Epoch Cam, I'm not seeing it. It's not even showing up under it. crazy. What? Why is it saying it got uninstalled? What? It said the file got uninstalled. No, you're all good. It just says the file got uninstalled. Now the problem is... it says that it's running, but it's not letting me... So here's what I'm gonna have to sadly do, because OBS is currently frozen as frick. So here's what I have to do. I'm gonna have to quickly close OBS, more than likely, sadly. And then I'm gonna get right back on the stream real quick. Also, I'm not trying to fight this Starly. This was a mistake. So give me one quick second. I'm gonna end the stream real quick and I'll be right back. Because it is frozen.